hardcore road to build gun guide. In this video, we're going to go over the Milano 821 submachine gun. In my opinion, this is one of the weaker submachine guns in the game, but in hardcore face-off 6v6, this thing's going to be real reliable. So that's going to be the mode you're going to want to play. Honestly, hardcore for almost every single gun is the best method to play. And like I said before in past videos here recently, with the hardcore 6v6 face-off, that's absolutely the best playlist that you're going to want to do if you're going to want to complete these challenges quick and easy. So for the class, obviously the primary has to be the Milano 821, secondary, whatever you want of choice. Tactical, I like the stun grenade, lethal, semtex, field upgrade, field mic. Field mic, as I stated previously in previous videos, that the field mic is going to help you tremendously out with some of the challenges, especially in the smaller maps. Wildcard, perk greed. I use perk greed on almost every class except for light machine guns and snipers. For perk 1, flak and, well, it's engineer, I need to change that. Flak and tack is going to be your best method to use. In my opinion, unless you're going for a challenge with engineer like I was previously, flak and tack is the best way to go. Perk 2, gearhead and assassin. You can swap assassin for anything else you want, just because there is no score streak, so your score is not really going to matter too much. I was just trying to rank up my player, that's why I have assassin. But gearhead is a must in my opinion, just because it's going to get your field mic faster, and the 6v6 maps, they usually go rather quickly, so anytime you could get your field mic or whatever field upgrade you want quicker, it's a good idea. And then for perk 3, I put gung ho and ninja. Gung ho is going to come in real important and one of the challenges in here that I'll talk about here in a minute. And then ninja, just make your footsteps a little bit quieter, just because you are going to want to be able to sneak up around people sometimes in some of these maps, especially for one of the challenges. As far as the class setup, the attachments I used, optic, I went with the microflex LED. If you can use the iron sights, that's obviously better. Than you can use your attachment on something else, but I don't really care for the iron sights on this, so I went the microflex LED. For the underbarrel, I went with the foregrip, which is going to help with your horizontal recoil. Your vertical recoil you can control, but your horizontal is a little bit harder, so that's why I went with the foregrip. For the magazine, I like the 45 round speed mag. This gives you plenty of ammunition, and then when you do reload, it's pretty quick, but it's kind of a cost of your aim down sight time, but we'll put some attachments that will help with that. For the handle, the serpent grip, this is going to boost your aim down sight time just back up, but at the cost of a little sprint to fire time. And then finally with the stock, we'll put the marathon stock. This is going to boost your sprint to fire time right back up at the cost of hip fire. But the maps are so small that if you are close enough that you need to hip fire, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And with having 45 rounds in the magazine, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. And then for appearance, the camos spray, you just get 300 eliminations. This is going to come natural. Stripes, get 75 headshots. This one will also come natural. This shouldn't be an issue at all. For classic, just get 5 kills without dying 20 times. So basically you get bloodthirsties. You can be aggressive if you're having success. Stay being aggressive. Just go for these as much as possible. And if you're having a little bit harder of a time, maybe just sit back. And a lot of people just, it's pure mayhem. They're running around, put your back up against the wall. I don't really condone camping too much, but if it works, I guess. So for geometric, just get 50 long shot medals. If you are having troubles in the 6v6, just go back to Nuketown, put maybe like an axial 3x scope on this, and it shouldn't be too much of an issue. For Flora, just kill 75 enemies detected, stunned, or blinded by your score streaks, equipment, or field upgrades. So you don't have score streaks in here, but you can use your equipment like your stun grenade. You can use your field upgrade. This is where the field mic comes in handy. Field mic, in my opinion, is the best as long as it's not being destroyed. You just got to watch where you place it. There's so much grenade spam that they get blown up rather easily, so try to hide it somewhere best you can. And these smaller maps, it covers the majority of the map. For science, just kill 75 enemies at point blank range. This is where the gung ho is going to come in handy. And what you're going to want to do is just, as soon as you spawn in, hold down your tactical button, don't release it, and you can run even quicker and just kind of hit fire. And what you're going to want to do is just scoot around the map as fast as possible and try to get up in people's faces. try to get around behind them. This is again where Ninja will come in handy. They won't be able to hear you coming. Just try to get up as close as possible to them. And the smaller maps, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. There's so many people, they spawn in right in front of you sometimes. Just run around like a madman and just hope for the best, but shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then finally for Psychedelic, kill 2 or more enemies rapidly 25 times. Basically double kills or more. Again, the 6v6 face-off, best way to go, just because they're so compact that you're often going to find more than 2 players at a time. So this one shouldn't be an issue. You should just be able to knock this one out. Natural is also. For the most part, you really shouldn't have to try for anything other than maybe the Bloodthirsties, but those also should just come kind of natural over time. But overall, like I said, not my favorite submachine gun in the game by any means, but in the hardcore 6v6 face-off, it's easy to do. And then finally, when you unlock every camo for this gun, you unlock the gold. And you unlock gold for all the submachine guns. You unlock diamond. I think diamond looks really nice on this weapon. And then finally, when you unlock diamond for all the categories in the game, you unlock DM Ultra. DM Ultra, I don't know. I think diamond stands out more. I think just because the rest of the gun is gold to it. Or DM Ultra just kind of, I think, fades away because it's really black around it, so it kind of hides in there. But I like gold, or diamond. Gold I don't really care for in the game at all, but DM Ultra, like I said, is my favorite. But that's it for this weapon here in this video. If you guys did find it all informative, please give it a like, and if you want to see more like this in the future, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.